All right. So we are recording and we are live. Welcome to the Protect Your Energy workshop. And you guys, if you guys have questions, I really want you to be interactive. Post them in the chat, and Miss Amanda White is going to be super kind and help me with that chat. Redirect your questions to me because I won't be able to see everybody as we're going when I'm looking at my presentation. We're going to do a short presentation. Again, it's interactive, but I really wanted to give you guys some visual. It's how I learned. I learned by listening and visualizing and just really discussing. That's how I learn best. And so without further ado, here we go. So first and foremost, we have to start our day with intention, and how we think about whatever we think about, we bring about. And so we really need to turn to gratitude when we wake up, even throughout our day. It changes your mind, it changes the words you say, and it changes your energy. So put in the chat one thing that you're grateful for today. Rachel, if I were you, it'd be the sunny day to sit on your patio. So I'm enjoying the fact that you can see me without your hair like flowing in your face, because it's like so windy here. There's no way I could do that. So I can see you. So put in the chat one thing you're grateful for today. I am grateful for you guys to come in this workshop, and for me being able to provide and present this topic warms my heart. Oh, guys, that is so nice. Pam says that I have great friends like all of you. Amanda said friends like you. Rachel, for this group and making new connections. I absolutely love that. Absolutely. Grateful to be here and make new friends. Amazing. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat, you guys. That was awesome. And it warmed my heart. You guys, I'm a relationship builder to my core. Is what I do best, is my strengths. And so building connections, building new friendships from all over the world is my jam. And right here, we are from 2 different countries even, and from all over. So thank you so much for being here in the time zone that you are. Okay, thank you so much. So in this workshop, we're going to talk about the roadmap to your health. And this is really this is kind of like your gateway or your plan. We're going to get you from feeling stressed, feeling like tired and lethargic, working on this roadmap to feeling really good, energetic, healthy, happy, and ready to go for anything. So this is a really good question. And I did post it outside of this. What could you do if your energy was protected every day? Like, do you realize when you walk out the door that it really like weighs your shoulders or creates some stress? Where do you feel that in your body? If you feel that, how would that change your day or your life or your job if you could protect it? This is it's kind of theoretical question, but you could absolutely answer if you want. I know that I have to reframe several times a day. Working in the line of work that I do have a JOB as well. So working in the line of work I do have to reframe and reset myself throughout my day. So I do come home, I do the things that I'm about to share with you on the daily. Anybody no one wants to spurt out what they do? Okay, it's all right.
No,
all right,
no,
so our body
really, I'll tell you. So
Pamela.
the thing is I need to learn ways, because like, if you could see right now, I have to hook this up to the TENS unit I get a pain right here. I don't know, every time I sit in this chair. So it's sort of like, yeah, I have to learn ways. So if you do something every day, then maybe that's what I have to learn.
Okay, perfect. And it is about posture, right? So some of that is the position that your body is in. Some of it is weighing you down on other people's energies and that kind of thing. So yes, we will work on this. Thank you so much for commenting. So we really have 3 brains: the mind, the heart, and the gut, and they are super interconnected. We're really going to talk about one the most, but they connect to the other 2 massively in every minute of the day. Okay. So this slide, I just put it here because I remembered when I saw Pam's face. So I don't know if you guys realize that these things support our system, right? And what we put in our system, what we put on our system, either taxes our system, our body, our mind, or it invigorates us and energizes us. Okay. So doTERRA is known and respected for all of the different variations of natural holistic options. We are known for our essential oils. We co-impact essential oils from 45 different countries all over the world, right? You guys probably know that, or maybe you've even heard me say that. Rachel, I know you're new, and Brooke is really new, and I think she popped off. But we are more than an essential oil company. We actually have 5 different categories of holistic natural products, whether it be shampoo and hair care, whether it be spa, whether it be like vitamins. The vitamins are massively amazing, you guys. It's actually our top selling product. Okay. So there is a variety of opportunity to trade the good for the better, right? When you're working with doTERRA. And I just wanted to share this with you. It was encouraged, but it's a really good reminder because I know, but not everybody knows, right? That you can make a swap and get it for a reduced price and get points back for it. But that's a completely different subject. But anyway, you can do a swap, easy one-step process. So in this workshop, there's going to be 3 types of people, okay? And I want you to just think about them. This is going to come up again, but there's always 3 types of people in a classroom, in a room, and in anywhere, right? The one person is, you guys came here, you wanted to learn about essential oils, you wanted to learn about a holistic wellness approach to your emotions or to your physical body. There was a question, there was a need or an answer that you wanted answered, right? A remedy that you've been thinking about for a long time. Just like Pam said, when she sits in the chair, she has to put a TENS unit on her shoulders because it hurts. All right. So that is the one type of people. You want to learn more, you want to use essential oils. And I'm so excited. I really, really like all of you. The second type of person is a person is like, oh my gosh, I use Deep Blue Stick. It is so amazing. It has copaiba in it. It relieves this tension in my shoulders immediately after I sit in this chair, and it's amazing. And I don't have to use anything else, right? These people are like, I have to share this with my friends because I get such a profound effect on it, right? That is the second type of people. I love all of you as well. And there's this third type of person that is like myself, that is like, okay, I have dipped my toe in essential oils. I've swapped out several things. And I really, really love the heart of doTERRA. I love what they're doing in the world and the massive difference and the impact that they're trying to do on sex trafficking and the green fingerprint and all of the things that goes with doTERRA, right? It's not just essential oils. I love that. And I really want to make some extra money to impact my family, or maybe my child's going to college, right? In 2 weeks, my child is going to graduate high school. And so maybe that's on my mind and I would like to make a little bit of extra income. That is the third type of person. Okay. So if you are A, B, or C, put it in the chat. We're going to come back to this. But I absolutely want to help you learn, utilize, or even share doTERRA at your wish, however the capacity is, if that makes sense. Okay. So again, I love this picture. This is for Amanda. Anyway, we have over 6,000 thoughts a day. Okay. Women actually have 8,000 thoughts a day. We're just going to call it generic. We have 6,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of these thoughts are repeating. It just is a scrolling hamster wheel every single day of the same thoughts, right? The scarier part is 80% of those thoughts are all negative, which is why we started this class with gratitude, right? This is how you can reset and reframe. But you guys, we constantly think about, oh my gosh, my hair is out of place. Oh my gosh, this shirt doesn't fit right. Oh my gosh, my pants are too. Oh my gosh, this, right? Or I don't have enough, just a scarcity mindset. Those things come up, right? And we really have to retrain and reframe our RAS, reticular activating system, or our brain, to talk positive to ourselves. We need to talk to ourselves like we're our best friend. We need to talk to ourselves like we're our sister, right? Who you look in the mirror and you say things to every single day, she hears all day long. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so what you say, what you do, you bring about. Okay. So if you're constantly talking about positive things, you're constantly talking about amazing, the beauty in nature, like, oh my gosh, this purple flower, it was so stunning. You have to see this. And I had this amazing coffee at this coffee shop. You have to come here with me next Tuesday because, oh my gosh, I have it off and it is just amazing. That is like amazing, right? But if you're like the opposite, which I can't even do, it's making me feel really uncomfortable. The opposite, your energy is going to be pulled down, right? and then you're going to continue to bring that negative energy to you. Does that make sense?
What did the R stand for, Shannon, in activating system?
RAS is your reticular activating system. It's your brain. Basically, Pam, it's a really good question. Your brain doesn't know the difference if it's real or if it's not. So whatever you're looking at, that's why I'm always at a visual. There's always an image. That's why we create dream boards. That's why we write letters to ourselves like they already happened in my courses, right? That's why we use things like, I went to Paris, took my children. We had the most amazing time. We drank the most amazing coffee. We did all these things, right? Like it happened. We put it on a dream board and we visualize that and we tell ourselves that. Our brain doesn't know. So our brain is going to start manifesting that like it happened. Our brain's going to start thinking about that goodness and how that feels, and pretty soon we're going to smell France. We're going to smell the ocean. If we want to go to the ocean, we're going to be able to literally really feel like we're being there. And then lo and behold, things actually happen for us, right? Not to us, but for us, because we manifest that. And it's really a real thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I see you.
And Nancy says it takes the same amount of energy to have negative thoughts as it does positive ones. So she says, choose positive. And I totally agree with that. I'm all about that.
Absolutely. You guys, it is hard. It is hard sometimes to, like, some days are just like a day, right? And I have to literally, you know, like Deb Erickson says, she puts a stop sign up. She's like, stop, right? You don't even have to have the red stop sign anymore. Like the red, you know, I shake my head. Like, I'm just like, no, sister, right? Like, even if I'm like driving down the road and I'm like, could you drive any slower? What is that doing for me, right? In my mind, I'm like, something must be ahead of me that I need to slow down for, because I don't want to be mixed up with whatever is up there. That is what I change my mind to, so I don't get frustrated, right? There's no reason to get frustrated. If a guy wants to drive 20 down the road and it's 65, okay, right? I have to talk to myself a couple of times probably, right? If it's 65 miles an hour, not going to lie. But I just shake my head and be like, okay, there's a reason why I slowed down. Do I need to look outside the window? What do I need to experience? What do I need to breathe in? What's up there that I don't want to meet, right? And on more than one occasion, you look out the mirror, you look out the window, you see something amazing, or on more than one occasion, there was a huge wreck above me and I had to be diverted around another town, right? So things happen for a reason, right? The universe has your back. Always remember that. Whatever you put out there, the universe will have your back, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
Okay. So crabs in a bucket. And I heard this story and it was reframed to me again. And I just love the rendition of it. And the short and dirty version of this is, if you have, just goes to the negative words, right? It's just another visual. If you have one crab in a bucket, that crab is just I'm right out of that bucket. He's gonna be like, try, sister, have a great day. Next time, maybe, right? But if you put 5, 6, 10, 12 crabs in a bucket, they will pull each other down forever, right? The one that's going to climb out, he's going to be trying to get to the top of the bucket. And the next one's going to be like, oh no, I'm getting out. And he's going to pull him down. And the next one's going to try to climb up. And the number 5, Joey over here, is going to pull him down, be like, no, me. And eventually they're all going to be tired and they're all going to die. Okay. You put one crab in a bucket, no interference, he's going to bail. He's going to be good to go. He's going to live his life, right? You put more in there and they're all going to die. Okay. That's that negativity, right?
Right.
Okay.
That was
So
a
this
good
is the reason why
analogy.
we're here to go ahead. What?
That was a good analogy.
Thank you. These are staggering statistics. And this is the reason why I'm like, we need to work with people's energy. We need to work with people's emotions, because it drives everything else. You guys, I've seen so many, we were just talking about so many high school athletes that are horribly depressed and even committing suicide. The suicide amount rate, the anxiety rate, the depression rate has risen so much since 2018. And I know the last 2 years have been challenging, right? They have been challenging for our stamina, challenging for our emotions. It seems like we kind of get up leveled a little bit, and then the weight of the world, even in other countries, is weighing us down again. So this is really staggering, from 8% to 30%. Okay, it's actually more than 30% for anxiety. And so it's really staggering. And that is why we're here today, to learn how to reset and reframe ourselves so that we stay mentally well, and we can help our friends do the same thing. Okay. It's really important to me to help people with mental health. So the question is, and I know you guys are all here for a reason, right? The question is really, do you want to mask the problems? Do you want a Band-Aid? Or do you really want to get to the root of the problem? Do you want to fix it? Do you want to level up and just really get to the root issue, so that it doesn't keep coming back? And that's why we're here today too, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about this health pyramid. Anybody have any questions so far? Okay. This health pyramid I used to ignore for a long time. I would say probably until about 4 years ago, I ignored this all the time. It come up in all of our presentations. It comes up when when you're doing welcome for a new client, when I was building my team and meeting new people. And I was like, this is really not that great and important. Well, it is really important. The health pyramid is not something you really can skip over. And the foundation of this house of our body is how much you sleep. Sleep resets your body. Sleep lets your brain relax. And when you get into deep sleep, deep REM sleep, it really lets your body heal. Okay. Another way to get yourself to heal at night is using a diffuser. Just a side note, because your body is at its deepest sleep. You're breathing in deeper, and you can breathe in those essential oils to up level your system and let your system renew for the next day. Okay. We really need to get like 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And it is known that teenagers actually need to get more. They get probably 3 to 4 hours of sleep based upon their homework and their schedule. I know my daughter goes from play practice to school to track practice, and then she has homework, and then she has to go to work, right? And so I know that teenagers are constantly going, and they don't think, they're like, oh, good. But it does cause anxiety. It does cause depression. It does cause not doing well on test scores, all of that thing. Okay. The next level is what you put in your body. Okay. And there's going to be another slide on the next one, like different really good foods for your brain and your gut. Okay. But it's really about what you put in your body. And Amanda and I have talked several times about, even if you just change 1%, even if you just change one meal a day, right? If you don't eat fast food and you make your own food, that is a huge swap, right? I know sometimes it's hard to do that, especially if we're traveling a lot, or if we have to work late. It's easier to pick something up than it is to make your own organic whole food. And sometimes cooking is just like, I feel like I cook the same things over and over again, and it gets a little bit boring. So there are many amounts of organic or fresh, and now it's coming to spring and summer where we can make our own, right? We can grow our own, and that's going to be fabulous. But even one time a day will make all the difference with your organs and your body and your brain. If you can eat, we're supposed to get five rounds of fruits and vegetables every single day, 5 servings, you guys. Before I started really counting and paying attention to it, I probably got 2. And
Wow.
I was like, I think I'm doing good. I eat salad. So it's not really the same thing. You really need to pour in some goodness. The next one is movement. I know you guys, I'm looking at you guys, and I know Amanda moves a lot during her day, right? But like, Rachel, you're in school. We are on Zoom so much right now. We're doing, my online courses, and we're doing this. And I feel like we're just sitting in front of our darn computers. We really should get up every 45 minutes to walk and do something for 10 or 15 minutes. Even if you do something for 5 minutes, it's really good for your circulatory system. First of all, you guys, you can get blood clots sitting in one spot and not moving. But it actually will activate your brain. When you use your feet, your brain gets activated. That's why the longer people can, as you get older, the longer you can be active, the more you do for yourself. As long as you're walking, your brain is working a lot better. Okay. So move your body. You don't have to do a plank. If you want to do a plank, go ahead. It just wanted to just really encourage movement. If you dance to a song for 5 minutes, you guys, I danced to a song and I sang a song out loud today, and I tipped my pelvis, centered my gut, made sure my stomach was, attached. And I was like, oh, this actually is working the muscles in my stomach, right? I was doing a little dance, doing a little jig, sang a song. What was it? 2 minutes. And then I moved on to my shower this morning, right? It doesn't have to be a long time. So the next one, we're up leveling, right? We're going to the next section. This is supplemental supplements. And when you're talking about the food, which we just, yes, go ahead. Unmute yourself, sister.
I just want to let you know what people are saying before we get too far and it just
Oh, shoot. There is 3 more.
doesn't make sense. So Nancy says, thank God she does not have, Nancy said she doesn't have to worry about sleep, but the eating, she said she needs to do a little better, but she doesn't do fast food, which is a pat on the back, Nancy. Let me just start there. Pat on the back for not eating fast food. Raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. Pat on the back. And then Rachel said she started walking around campus at work when she is in team meetings, which is great. Rachel, raise your hand.
That is awesome.
Pat yourself on the back here.
That is amazing.
Pat yourself on the back.
That is amazing. You guys,
Perfect.
it's probably easier for me not to eat fast food because I can't, right? I cannot have gluten. I can't have dairy. There's gluten and dairy in everything that you order at a fast food restaurant. Unless I go to Culver's because they do have steamed broccoli. That's it.
Yeah, but you know what else is bad as well is it's not all about, like, I don't eat in chain restaurants. I support the locals, right? And I don't even know if I've ever been in a Wendy's or a Burger King, but the thing is, or a Country Joe, whatever that thing is, but anyway, Cracker Barrel. But I have to tell you, then there's the homemade cheesesteak or a homemade wing bite. And yeah, they're delicious, but they're fattening as well. Like, they're not the greatest for you as well.
That's true. And so in moderation, right? In moderation. But if it's real food, first of all, it's better, right? If you're using real products to create it, it's better. You guys, the best place, do you know where you should shop in a grocery store?
Where?
Go ahead, Miss Amanda.
The outside aisles. You never go into the middle or you go into the aisles, except the water aisle. But everything, you shop around the outside.
Yep, because you have all your fresh produce, your frozen, all your other stuff is all, it's going to be expired, right? It's not packaged. It's going to have an expiration date. All of the stuff on the outside is whole food, or like you have to refrigerate it and take care of it. The stuff on the inside was made after the war. We really never ever had packaged food until, like, was it World War II or something, where they made the canned food and the packaged food? Go ahead, Nancy.
I just heard you say whole foods. And I've been hearing that a lot. People saying whole foods. What is classified as whole foods?
It's a really great question. So whole foods is things you can grow. Really. Things you can grow. I know that like a lot of your proteins you can't, but like whole foods, if you're talking about like whole food store or like organic, it's all things you can grow or that don't have
like fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, like the pesticides, just organically whole foods that do not have anything else contaminating it. Really look at all the things that are in. Try to not get anything with hormones in it. It's hard sometimes, right? Look into things because they're going to be injected with other things. Like you guys, I am dairy intolerant. So I have to make sure that the turkey that I'm getting, even if I'm getting a big turkey, unless I go out, I mean, I could. There was one that crossed me yesterday and I was like, he's a really nice looking turkey. I let him go. I didn't run him over, right? But you have to make sure there's nothing else in it. Most of the time, they're injected with butter. Salt and sugar and butter. Yep. So I always have, like my hands, they're most of the time injected with sugar. So you really have to look. I just look at all the ingredients and everything. But whole foods is real food that you're going to the vegetable aisle and you're just grabbing all the whole foods. You're going to make your zucchini bake. You're going to make all this, your Parmesan chicken. You're going to make it the tomatoes and the raw mozzarella and that kind of thing. Great question.
So like I have, so I have broccoli and asparagus and Brussels sprouts. So those are all whole foods.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm doing better than what I thought.
See, look at you go.
And those are good for your heart chakra.
They're really good for your heart. Mm-hmm.
Good.
You know what's really good for your heart if you guys really like them, because my husband likes them, is beets. We just talked about this the other day in the Google, right? Beets lower your heart rate and open up the capillaries in your system. So beets are super, super powerful if you have, if you need support in your cardiac system, okay? So moving on to supplements, the great questions. Thank you so much. I love this interaction. Our food is whole foods, right? We're talking about organic foods, whole foods, natural grown, right? The food that we have today is not as full of vitamins and fiber and nutrients as the food that was made 50 years ago. Why? Because it's grown faster, right? There's more people here, it's grown faster. So the supplemental facts of our food right now are less. We still need for our system to work proficiently. Our brain health, our cognitive function, our organs need to be supplemented by something, which we have really great products in doTERRA to supplement those nutritional things that we're deficit from our food. So always think about that too. If you guys are eating healthy, even if you're not all the time, it's okay. If you change 1% and you're pouring good food in your body, just know that activating those supplements is going to be a powerhouse change for your brain, your emotions, and your physicality, health, all in all. Okay. The next step is medical, right? So if all of these four at the bottom, you're like, I'm doing all these things and I still, right? Where we're using essential oils, we're using the supplements, we're using the copaiba and the deep blues and all these things, to the turmerics, all these things we're doing, we have the regimen going and we're still not getting the results that we absolutely need. It's working on, it's up here, right? Not quite there. Then we're going to have to look into another avenue, and that's Western medicine. And it's okay to combine the two. You guys don't think you have to do like just one or the other. You can absolutely enhance your health if you have something significant with supplements from doTERRA or the essential oils, or taking out unnatural scents in your house, swapping things out. Perfumes are huge detriment on your hormones and your system. Okay. They might smell good, but I actually have a person on my team. I was supposed to remind her about the 1 o'clock, which is fine. I'll try to get her on this afternoon. She's creating amazing blends and like testing them out in your diffuser so they smell a certain way. And so that is like her go-to right now. And she makes soap. So she's really trying to get the whole scent thing down. So if you want some ideas, she is kind of perfecting that little thing. So I like that a lot. I swapped my Scentsy and my candles and all that a long time ago. And I really have to tell you that my hormones are completely different now.
Oh, wow.
So here is, you guys can take a screenshot of this if you want to. These are really great antioxidants. Antioxidants really help with inflammation. They help with brain and memory. So they're going to help with that cognitive brain fog, right? These are all whole foods, organic, right? You have fruits and vegetables and greens, and onions are really good for your system as well. Walnuts are got amino acids in them. They're really, really great. So you have the reason behind the top picture there. You have the reason behind what it does for us. And then foods rich in antioxidants are in the bottom as well. And those are a lot of fruit. Berries, blueberries are great for antioxidant support. They're probably the highest in there. But I just wanted to put a side note, clove that we have in essential oil. 1 drop of clove is like an entire bushel of blueberries in the antioxidant support. So if you need some help with antioxidants, it is a really, really good game changer for that. We use it for oil pulling. We use it for health all the time. Okay. So we did the food, we did the movement, we did, we're sleeping good, right? We're using our supplements. And this is going to be like what we do next to reset and reframe. So say this is you're like, okay, so like something hit me, life hit me sideways today, and I am angry. I am sad. My shoulders I feel it in my shoulders. I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my hips. What do I do? The first thing that helps me every single time is to get into nature, right? Put your feet in the dang dirt, get in the grass, go for a walk, listen to the birds, get in the sun, get your feet in the water, whatever it needs to be, go hug a tree. be in the trees. You guys, I'm from Washington State. And so the trees were bigger than I can even imagine. And I missed that immensely, right? So in the wind, I would go out, and I still do it now. I go out in the trees in the shelter belt in the wind, and I listen to it. It reminds me of the ocean, and it brings me back to my childhood, and it's amazing. So you can go wherever you need to go to reset and up level your energy and your emotions. Okay. This is the top thing that I do throughout my day to help my emotions. So, okay.
And Rachel said she puts lavender and Air X in her diffuser, and when she sleeps, then it's awesome.
Oh my gosh. I bet that's great, Rachel. I bet that's great. So Air X is like a different type. We've had Breathe forever. And Air X is just a little bit different. I like Air X a lot. It has more of like a rosemary, like more of it's just completely different. I love it. I never thought about putting those two together. I bet you sleep very well. That's awesome. Great recipe. Thank you for sharing. All right. So say you're in nature and you're like, okay, that kind of got me to here, but I'm not quite to the top and I need to go to my lunch hour is about over. So we have talked about this in several workshops, and tapping into yourself, getting centered, getting grounded is perfect, right? It doesn't take very long. You can go to the restroom. You can do it on your lunch break, go to your car. You can just tap it out, or you can do breath work. And there is a series of breath work you can do. You can just breathe in your nose 4 counts and breathe out 6, and do that 3 times and just try to relax yourself or get grounded. Or you can do what this wonderful woman is doing, and she is covering one nostril, and you breathe in 3 times with one nostril and out. And then you swap, and you breathe in 1 more time, and then you swap nostrils and breathe out, right? And then you do that 3 times, and it actually reframes you and connects the other side of your brain, right? So it connects you again and gets you grounded, raises your energy, gets you ready to go. Okay. So we're going to see a little tapping exercise. This is what I do in the next slide when I am doing a gem session. Oh my goodness. We got to stop. You're not going to be able to hear it because I forgot I had. Sorry.
Well, what we could
you
do,
guys.
we could bypass this slide and literally you show all of us
We have
in real time.
And then let it go. Relax your shoulders. Awesome job. And then we're going to just shake it off. We're going to shake whatever we have left in our hands, just shake off our body. Just shake it off however you see fit. Do a little dance, a little jig, and just shake it off. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to see, that was our tapping in, right? We tapped in. Do you feel relaxed?
I do, and I am tapped in.
So that is how you can, I am tapped in, right? She's winning her damn day. Okay. So that is all you have to do, you guys. We're tapped in, we're grounded, we're centered. We're even more energetic after we do that, but we're definitely centered into us and not thinking about anything else around us, right? Right. And so that is an easy way to just get tapped in.
That's a good
Now
one.
we're going to talk about, does anybody have like questions about tapping, or is anybody used tapping before?
No,
There
but
are-
how many
there are
times a day do you do that?
It's a great question. How many times a day do you need it?
Well, yeah, I guess you could do it really any old time, right?
And you guys, and there is like, you can do the centers, your energy centers, and you can, that is my way that I get tapped in and I get grounded, and I do that with GEM, right? When I do generation emotional mapping with people, we get connected, we get centered, we're on the same page. And then you know what you need to do next, right? It really gets you tapped in to be like, do I need an essential oil? Do I need a shock? Do I need a chakra work? Do I need a crystal? Do I need to go take a hot shower? Do I need to go? You can just choose your emotional toolbox, and your body will tell you what you need. Okay. That's how you get tapped in. Another way to use tapping is you can tap your energy centers, and you can talk about, so like, say I'm really frustrated. I don't even know what could go wrong. Maybe I opened my car door and all of my groceries fell out. They rolled down my driveway and my milk splattered everywhere, whatever. Like, I just lost $200 of groceries and I'm just like devastated. Right. So I'm going to pick up my mess, not throw it like I want to, right? Pick up my mask. I'm going to come in and I'm going to tap. And I'm going to be like, right, you're going to tap and you're going to talk about how you feel, like where it sits in your body. Like I feel really frustrated. I feel angry. I feel it in my heart, right? My palms are sweaty. I know this is going to go away, but I feel really angry. I'm frustrated. I just wasted all this time and all this money. And then you can do underneath your eyes. You can just do one hand at a time. You talk about the negative and you just tap all the energy centers of your body, right? Your heart chakra. And the next one is underneath your armpit. So you're like where your bra line is, right? And then you start over. And when you start feeling better, and then you're going to put into like, it's okay. Like I didn't fall in the street, right? Nothing, it's all replaceable. I'm going to be okay. This is not affecting me anymore. I can move on with my day. I feel really good about this. I'm going to go get groceries again. We'll just do this all over again, sister. Not a big deal, right? So you just tap those things. There is YouTube videos on tapping. There is 101,000 ways to tap probably. But those are just 2 different ways to tap into yourself. You can talk yourself out of anything by tapping your energy centers. You can choose what you need to do in your emotional toolbox. That's what we're really creating here, right? Is your emotional toolbox, what you put in your body, how much sleep you get, the essential oils and the supplements you use, then your breathing, tapping, nature. And now we're going to talk about essential oils again, right? This is your emotional toolbox we're going to create. So there is some powerful essential oils that can help you with your energy. There's power essential oils that can help you with your mental health, to support your mental health. Okay. Geranium is the first one here. You guys, geranium is a game changer if you're really low a lot. If you feel really low a lot, geranium is going to be a game changer. I put it in a capsule, 5 to 7 drops in a capsule, 1 or 2 times a day. It is really, really helping and supporting that. A great way to put oils on yourself to protect yourself from other people's energy or to up level your own even is to put them on your forearms. Okay. You put oils on your forearms or your pulse points, your crown chakra, right? You breathe them in. It's going to protect you from outside energy. A lot of what we're dealing with when we walk out the door is not our own stuff, right? It's other people's stuff that they have had to deal with. And then we absorb it. It doesn't matter. It could be the environment we are in. It could be the business we walk into. It could be somebody else is having a really bad day, but we absorb that. So before you walk out the door, if you put geranium, if you put rosemary or tea tree, right, on your pulse points, especially your forearms and your crown chakra, Terra Shield is another one. It's really great opportunities to protect yourself from outside energy, right? Another thing we talked about the other day on our presentation is interference from our computers and phones. We never go without them. The EMF and the MR radiation is really hard on our emotions, on our adrenals, on our hormones. It really taxes us a lot. And so the more you can not be holding your phone, or the more you can go to bed without your phone, right, it's going to let your body reset. So the next day it can take on what it needs to take on. Our body really, truly is a vessel. It will take care of ourselves. We have the ability to heal whatever's going on if we just give it the space to do so, right? If we just get the good food, if we just get enough sleep, our body will take care of ourselves, okay?
So Shannon, talk about that a little bit with the phone. So you said in your video the other day that you keep your phone, you don't keep it in your room. You keep it on what, airplane mode, or you turn it off?
So I turn off my Wi-Fi. I make sure that my Wi-Fi is not on. It is actually my alarm. I need to have it further than I do. Right now, it's hard for me to have it further than my bedside because I have an 18-year-old child. So it's hard for me to leave it. But first, I do put it on sleep. So it's not going off all the time, like all the internet and the emails and the Instagram and all that kind of stuff is not going off all the time and waking me up with the light, because that blue light, that light is bad for us as well. That's why we have blue light glasses, right? Because at the end of the day, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but at the end of the day, my eyes hurt if I'm on the computer all day long. My eyes kind of burn a little bit. And so there is that you can turn off your Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi doesn't stop. The only thing that'll stop it is like steel. It goes right through our bodies, right? And it does whatever it does through our system, okay? you can get a dot. There's these black dots you can get for your computer and for your phone that protects you from that EMF, right? I wear a black bracelet all the time, obsidian bracelet, right? So you can get black crystals or black stones to help you protect from those energies. It's going to help your system and your emotions run better.
What's the dot?
You can buy them online. It's a round dot to block EMF.
No, what is it?
And
A
it just
pasty? You paste it somewhere?
Yeah, you stick it on your phone and your computer.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Rachel would like to see that bracelet up close, please. So Rachel, these are lava beads also on the bracelet that hold essential oil. So the lava bead actually absorbs the oil and holds it there most of the day, honestly.
Mhm. Yeah. So I always, you guys, and if you know me and you see my watch me or follow anything, I always have some sort of gratitude or some sort of inspirational word on me all the time. Always have a chakra bracelet, which is going to have the crystals that I need to support my chakras, as well as a place to put my essential oils so I can reframe throughout my day. It's what I wear for perfume, right? I blend whatever I feel like that day, or I test for myself. And then I always have the black bracelet on. I actually got my daughter one too, because she's really empathetic and absorbs people's energy. Like I can't even walk in Walmart. So it's hard for me to go in Walmart and go in Target, especially around a holiday or something like that. We actually went into a Walmart in Lincoln, she and I, and she just needed one thing. And it was the hardest thing for her to walk through that place and get that one thing and not just walk out the door, like not just run. She's like, do you feel that? And I was like, yeah, it was so heavy. It was in Lincoln. And I don't know what the difference is, what the difference was, but it was so heavily just weighted. It felt like the ceiling was like right above our head. And we were just felt like it was so intense. So we went and got her one thing, we paid checkout, and we left. We didn't even do any other shopping. So she has a black bracelet as well. And it's really, really helped her.
And Nancy says she has a biozen. I'd like to see that, Nancy, but she has a biozen on her phone that helps the waves as well. But
yeah.
Oh.
So there's different things. Yeah. So I need to get that, because you guys, we're on our computers all the time. It's taxing us. The waves are pouring through our body all day long.
Yeah,
If we're on Zoom or doing school.
I have one of those on my phone, on my iPad, and on my laptop.
What do you get them on Amazon? You get them on Amazon?
No, there's a company that I used to be a network marketer for. And they actually had them. I actually have about 10 of them left. So if anybody's interested in one, I can send you one.
I would love one.
Me too.
Please.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
just send us send us a message.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said, do you
Somebody
think
was
it's
saying
easy
something.
No, I said it's wouldn't it be hard sending it from Canada?
No, just
Take a
put it in
minute.
an envelope and a card. Yeah, I have to find them because I know they're packed in the box somewhere, but it seems to me I saw them not long ago. So yeah, I think I have about 10 of them left. So
Let us know.
yeah,
We'll create a group or
check it out
something.
and see.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
just send me your addresses.
never
And
seen one
I
like
have
that.
yours, Shannon, I think, but send me your addresses and I'll send you one.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. See, this is why we collaborate and get together and talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So these are the oils that are really good for energy protection. I just gave you a list. You guys can screenshot these. Lemon eucalyptus and Terashield are really similar. They both have citronella in them, which is protection, right? From outside things, but that is the same thing with outside things, right? Energy is outside things. So I use Terashield a lot. It comes in, we talked about this last time, but it comes in a spray. We have Terashield in a spray, and it's basically the outdoor repellent. I know, Rachel, you made your own that's stronger, right? We made our own bug off for you. This is a Terashield that I use. It's in my purse friendly, right? If I'm going to go out to the softball field here in Nebraska where it's humid, or in Texas or something like that, I'm going to up level this recipe. But I spray this on me when I'm leaving or going to do something where I know I'm gonna be a bunch of people, or I use it when I do gem on people, right? When I have a client, we're gonna do work with their emotions and we're gonna release those. I don't want to absorb them. So I'm gonna spray Terra Shield on me, on my crown chakra, so I do nothing sticky, right? And so that is my protection, right? And so it's really a proactive approach, really, right? It's just like you need to eat protein to help your, balance your blood sugar, right? You're going to use an essential oil as a productive approach for anything that comes at you through your day. It really helps my day, just me be able to dance like Pam, right? We're doing a dance all day long to stay well, stay healthy, protect ourselves physically and emotionally. And essential oils are really fast. As soon as you smell an essential oil, it goes straight to your brain within seconds. Your emotions are different. Okay. If it's a tree oil like frankincense, you're going to be grounded and calm. Okay. If it's a flower oil, it's going to be uplifting if you're lower. Instantly, you're going to be uplifted. If it's going to be a citrus, you're going to be like ready to go and take on your day. You're going to have a bunch of energy, right? But as soon as you smell that essential oil, your brain is changed instantly. And that is why I love just even using them aromatically, right? So this is a supplementation, and this is our Lifelong Vitality Pack. It is amazing. It is a system that is, the benefits are just, I don't even know. I've taken them for about 6 years. My system has really up-leveled since doing so. The primary benefits, this is not all of them, but the primary benefits are listed on the side of it. It is basically really good for stress management, emotions, brain health, heart health, and lung function, right? The Microplex VMZ and the one on the left is your food nutrient and all your vitamins, like your A, Z, zinc, all the things, right? The middle one is your alpha CRS, and that's going to be your thing, your product to help you with all the synapses, the brain fog, the things, the recall, the memory, the natural energy, as well as the cellular vitality to reduce your inflammation. So it's really good for your heart, right? It supports your cardiac system. The XE Omega is all your omegas, your fatty acids, your omegas. They're all bioavailable, naturally produced. You don't burp them up. It's really great. But synergetically, they work for your entire body. You guys, my genetic tree code, not just my emotion code that we are working on today, but my genetic code has a lot of deficits in it, right? And so I knew when I started using doTERRA and I got to learning about Lifelong Vitality that I needed to change something in my system. And my doctor was going to put me on cholesterol medicine at a very early age before I started taking this. So in my world, that's a really early age. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. And I didn't want to take a medicine for the rest of my life. I wanted to try something else in addition. And within 3 months, my cholesterol balanced out and it was good. Okay. This is the only thing I changed. This was I'm going to go get a gym membership. That was like, I'm going to eat 5 things of vegetables and I'm eating, sleeping at night. So the Lifelong Vitality is really a game changer for a lot of people. Really, really helps with your emotions as well as your physical health, right? If you need help with your metabolism, just generalized vitality. This is a game changer. You can get when you order this, there's other things you can get for a discount as well. I use the gut health products, Terrazyme and PB Assist, because you really need to take care of your gut. Your gut is your first brain. We talked about the 3 brains. If you take care of your gut, your gut will feed the rest of it, because that's where your serotonin and all of your immunity comes from your gut. 90% of your serotonin comes from your gut. So if you're not happy and you're lethargic and your adrenals are a mess and your hormones are a mess, something's wrong in your digestive system. That's where you need to look at.
Shannon, I sent you a question because I don't know how to say the question that someone asked, but they wanted to know if there is a certain, I want to say it's going to be a chemical in these. I sent the question that she had asked to you. Do you know that?
Xylitol?
Never heard of it.
And Rachel, I look too. There are chakra bands. That's what I was doing.
Look at,
Yeah,
I found one.
That's what I found.
And it's only $20, so that's not bad.
Why?
In the vitamins?
What?
In the vitamins?
Yes.
Is that ingredient in the vitamins?
Do we need it or we can't have it? Rachel?
Shouldn't have it.
Huh?
That ingredient or this watch band
The ingredient.
shouldn't have it.
I don't see it.
Thank goodness.
So she can't have it or she needs it?
I can't have it.
Okay, so it's not in here.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. One thing about the difference, you guys, I know that you probably all take supplements. You probably are all like, I take a one a day, I go to GNC, I do these things, right? Not all supplements or vitamins are created equally. And these are
No.
scientifically made from bioavailable components, okay? The bioavailable basically just means in a nutshell, our bodies can absorb them, okay? When you go to Walgreens or you go to GNC and you get a one a day or you get vitamins, 80% of those vitamins are just the fillers or the components to stick it together. We're really not absorbing the nutritional value of them, okay? So we're just wasting money, right? When we think we're doing a good thing, and that's what just research and just learning that I've learned in the last 10 years of using natural products, you just really got to do your research. And it is just amazing to me. I'm still amazed. Just like when we did that workshop the other day on cleaning products that like they can put it on a shelf. Sometimes it's just eye-opening.
Can I share something real quick? And this,
Yes,
I won't
ma'am.
mention any brands or any names, but there is a leading child's vitamin that has aspartame in it, right? And it's something that pediatricians all the time are like, give your child this vitamin, whatever. And turns out there's aspartame in it. And we wonder why there are so many issues with children, right? But something that's being told to take it has something like aspartame will put me in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
So like anything, I go down the aisle, anything that's sugar free, no can do. I mean, not only is it really not good for you, but it literally will put me in the hospital. So reading the labels, is something I've not been good with, but I'm going to get good with again. But it's scary what is out there for our consumption.
It is scary what's out there for our consumption, or even what we have to use to do things. Like we just did the cleaning workshop the other day, and I'm just like, it says like bad things will happen if you absorb it in your skin. Well, what the heck are you going to do to use it? I don't understand. Right. So yes, you do have to use labels. And you guys, I am not as good as my husband is. Like he has found so many things like, if I'm like this, I just don't feel good. Like I don't understand. Right. And he's like, oh, Pam spray has gluten in it. Did you all know that Pam spray has gluten in it? Because I didn't.
I've
So
never used a Pam
you-
spray.
Like I just, instead of butter, like there's just
Oh, that's
things like
right.
sometimes so I can't use butter. So we were just using, anyway, just one of those things we just learn over time. We learned that like 3 years ago, but it was just kind of interesting. But so lifelong vitality, there's so many stories, you guys, but precursor, like side effect of these, my cholesterol, from personal story, my cholesterol balanced out within 3 months. And I stopped having head discomfort every day. So it was really game changer. I needed something that these have in them. The formulation was really good. It gives me stamina to chase all of the things that I have to do in a day's time. So I will never not take them. And I would love to help you up level your health with these too. But the Haro doTERRA
doTERRA is more
really, my heart and my soul is mission driven on helping mission driven people do amazing things, right? That's why we're in the groups we are. That's why we're trying to do different things in the world with energy and healing. And doTERRA, like we said in the very beginning, we co-impact source from 40 to 45 different countries around the world, which means we go to other countries and that these individuals and these farmers have raised and grown Melissa or vetiver or frankincense for generations and generations. And they do it the best because they have the best ground and the knowledge that they've done it for generations and generations, right? And so it is a work in progress, and it's like a working relationship where they grow this amazing product that has the highest level of chemistry to have the highest benefit for us. They actually get paid quality pay without any middleman. And so we have this amazing relationship with all of the different farmers that grow for our essential oils. And so I love that. I love the heart to make the world a better place, right? doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation does things all over the world. It does do other things in domestically and non-domestically, right? I know if you followed me a little bit, you know that I really, my goal is to end this generational cycles of domestic violence and the trauma that has caused. And one of those things is connecting with a human in Tobago, and we really want to build a safe house there. Domestic violence is really, really bad in Trinidad and Tobago, and they really need this there. And Healing Hands is an asset that we could use to create this massive change there. And it would be a matching program. So I always want to bring this up. It is in the fruition as a team. If you're on my team, it is something that we are going to be working towards. And I would love to go to a Healing Hands trip with anybody on my team and just go dig clean water and build, fences around hospitals and build schools and whatever is needed. I just love the heart of doTERRA. So we'll just do this really quick video.
More than an essential oil company, and that's because of you. Because of your commitment to only using pure essential oils, we go straight to the source in 45 nations across the globe. Together, we're providing opportunities for and building relationships with farmers and harvesters. And as we do so, they share the needs, hopes, and dreams of their communities. Because of you, doTERRA Healing Hands can fund projects that provide access to education, meet healthcare needs, and ensure clean water and sanitation. Together, we're tackling some of our world's most challenging dilemmas. Thank you for teaming with us to provide relief in the wake of disasters, empowering women, offering tools for self-reliance, and in the fight against the horrific reality of human trafficking through the doTERRA Healing Hands Hope Model. And as you share your strengths and desires to make positive, sustainable change with others, choosing to engage in good in your communities and across the globe, remember that doTERRA Healing Hands is here to help you magnify your impact. Because of you, the world is changing. One drop, one person, one community at a time.
So in your back office, if you have your own doTERRA account, there are 3 options to donate to Healing Hands all the time. 1 is to purchase the rose lotion. 2 is to purchase the Hope Roller for yourself. And all of the Hope Roller goes to sex trafficking and human trafficking. Okay, that's what that roller was made for, was that distinct, horrific grief that happens. Inside the roller's label, there is the 1-800 number to call for help. That was the purpose of that roller to being made. So no one really knew what it was, but if it got in the hands of a kid or a person that was in trouble, they could lift the label up, and it was promoted that way. The third way you can do it is there's a little box in the bottom of your LRP cart, or when you put in an order, you can check it and donate $1 to Healing Hands. So there are 3 ways you can donate to Healing Hands anytime. They do fund projects all over the world every single day of the year. You can create your own thing. Like if there's something that you want to do in the world to make some place better or do something for somebody in a big way, let me know because we can make it happen. Okay. So I am looking for people. We are racing to amazing things in the future. So I am looking for people that want a burning desire to change their position in life. If you or someone else you know is looking to diversify their income, DM me, talk to me after this class. It is amazing right now. The challenges right now with the recession, everything that's gone on in the last 2 years has really lowered people's jobs. They may have even lost their jobs. They may have just chose to stay home, right? For their own safety and their fear and that kind of thing. And so if people need an additional opportunity, there is a really great opportunity to up level or even enhance what you're already doing. Does somebody have a question?
No, I didn't realize that they do so much stuff.
Yeah, the Heart of doTERRA is why I love them so much. Obviously, I got into it because I needed deep blue for discomfort. But yeah, the Heart of doTERRA is I'm passionate about making the world a different place, and they are too, and that is really in alignment with my heart and my mission. All of you are in doTERRA, so I can pass this up. But there is always collections. If you guys don't know, and you guys can share this with people. There's always collections that you can purchase that are different. Like the top one on the left side is the top 10 oils, really great for energy, for cleaning, and for immunity. The top right collection is really great for a little bit of immunity and a whole lot of emotions. That's why it's on here. It's also my favorite diffuser, so we have to put my favorite diffuser in here. And the third option is just a starter kit. If you have a friend or a family member that's like, okay, you went to this workshop, you tell me you like it, but like, I don't know what to do with it, but I'll totally support you and I'll just test the waters. This starter kit's really great. There's 101 ways to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And Amanda has a really great PDF that she created. She'll have said that right along. I'm just joking. I just totally called you out. But right now in April, there is an amazing opportunity to get your own collection, whatever you need based upon your specific needs, your family's needs, the remedies that you are looking for can be put in a collection. And you can get that without having to, you can just create your own, which is great. I love the create your own opportunity. And that is just the next 3 months. So I hope it sticks around because that's what I do most of the time is help people do that. And so when you do share doTERRA, if you're the number B, right? If you're number 2, and you're a sharer of your favorite coffee or your favorite, place to get anything, if you like doTERRA products and want to share them with a friend, they will get a goodie bag from myself that has goodness, many little different products to sample, as well as information to learn how to use their oils. And they get a free wellness consult it'll explain how to use the products, what to do with them, just kind of get to know you a little bit better and what they need, what could help them, maybe what is a future product that they would be looking at, that kind of thing. Just build that connection. That is free for that person.
Wow.
So back to that, right? If you're either 1, you're living the life, you guys are all living the life. If you're 2, a sharer. If you're 3, a builder, and you want to earn, just let me know. Okay. You can personally message me. You can stay after class. Either way. My mission is to help women that have gone through trauma, and 1 out of 4 people have had trauma in their life. And so it is out there, and somebody who's gone through domestic violence. I do have 2 ways to connect with me to help release these negative emotions that are impacting everybody's life if they've gone through trauma. You can personally message me, or you can go to my website at my-rw.com, and you can book a session or join one of my online courses, or you can share that with a friend as well. Is there any questions at all about anything you guys heard? Did you learn something that you didn't know?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I take notes because I steal everybody's stuff. But I do quote everybody. I do quote everybody.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm interested in, so I took notes as well. And the drop of clove, I think you said it equals an entire bushel of blueberries in terms of,
Let me get you.
but how do we take the clove? How would you take the clove?
It's a great question. It is a form of cinnamon, so it's warm. I put a drop on my toothpaste. You really need to make sure it's just one drop on my toothbrush, and I brush my teeth with it. You can also put a drop like in your tea at night, or you can put it in a capsule. We have veggie caps that you can put drops in a veggie cap so it's not hot on your tongue or in your mouth. Another thing that we do around here is we oil pull, and it really gets all the bacteria, anything that you would have in your gums or your teeth, or because that's really, I don't know if you guys know it, but your teeth are connected to your heart. And so anything's going on with your teeth going to go directly to your heart. And so we oil pull, and so we use organic, like hard pressed organic coconut oil, and then we put a drop of clove in that, and we oil pull for like 15 or 20 minutes. Yes, ma'am.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying an oil pull or an oil something? Can you explain that?
So I put a
bit?
teaspoon of hard coconut oil in my mouth, and then I'll put a drop of clove in my mouth. It's kind of weird to get it all in there at the same time. And then I will swish it like I'm using mouthwash while I'm doing something else. Like Tim does it every day. So like when he'll do it right when he wakes up and he gets his shake ready, he puts his stuff together, he goes and prepares whatever. And then it's like 20 minutes later, he spits it in the trash can. Do not put it in your sink.
Oh,
And then it pulls all that gunk out of your sinuses, out of your gums, out of your teeth. He actually just told me his son went to the dentist a month ago or something like that, had a bunch of cavities. And so we had a follow-up to get them filled yesterday or the day before, and he had less cavities and did not have to get as many fillings yesterday. And he'd been doing it for a month.
so
And
wait
how
a minute,
about
your
the,
teeth are connected to your heart?
Yes. Yes.
That's a fact?
Fact. Hard fact.
You know, it's
I know
fun-
there's clove in the tooth, sorry,
No,
clove in
go
the
ahead,
toothpaste.
Rachel. What'd you say?
Yes, there is.
There's clove in the toothpaste. I ordered that. My mom's having
Yep.
heart issues, and I ordered her the toothpaste specifically.
Mhm. Yep. So if you're having, so like say you're not feeling well and you're always wanting to flush your system, right? You're always wanting to get that stuff out of your kidneys and your pancreas and your liver. That is a really good thing to do, is doing the oil pulling or using clove on, even on your feet, you guys. You can put anything on your feet without having to dilute it because the pores in your feet are bigger. You're not going to have a reaction to your feet. Okay. If you're going to put hot oil like cinnamon, you're going to want to dilute that with a fractionated coconut oil wherever you're going to put it otherwise. So like thyme, oregano, cinnamon, clove, kasha, you're going to want to dilute that. Even On Guard, some people want to dilute that unless you put it on your feet. You put anything in a diffuser, right? If it's too hot to take in, and you can, on the back of the bottle, it'll say, if you can internalize it or you can use it internally, it's going to say supplemental facts. And doTERRA is the only company that is tested grade. They have pure tested grade essential oils. So they're actually pharmaceutical grade essential oils, right? So you can take them internally. It says on every bottle what you can use it with. Some of them are used just for aromatic or topical use. Some of them are just used for aromatic use. But most of them generally you can take internally. And I use frankincense and copaiba every single day under my tongue for my emotions and my focus, right? So those great questions, great questions.
You know, it's really funny, but my father was a teeth fanatic because he was one of 10 and mom was one of 10. And, you know, back then when they were born in 1924, they didn't have, 10 kids can't go to a dentist, or if they even had a dentist. So then my father died of a heart problem, and then mom always had heart issues. And I look like my mother and would have, I'm surprised, I knock on wood, 15 years I have not gotten high blood pressure. She would have had it 15 years already. And I think it's because my father was obsessed with teeth, and he always took care of and you got to see my sister's mouth, and she doesn't have any heart issues. So that's really, you know, I don't know, you know, Shannon, you and Amanda, I'm always learning stuff from you people. I'm telling you right now, I steal everything, but I do tell everybody that I learned it from you guys.
Well, I'm so glad you learned. That is our focus, is to educate and to give you opportunities. Just different options, right? There's a holistic approach to about everything we can do, and there's easy swaps, and it just takes a little bit of time. You guys, and you're not going to do everything at one time. Like, I've used essential oils and doTERRA products for 10 years. They've changed. They've reformulated things. They've added oils every single year at convention. We get 5 to 10 new oils or different products that we learn to love. Like last year, we got Adaptive. You guys, it's a game changer for your GABA. Adaptive is formulated for mental health. Like, we didn't talk about Adaptive. We could have just talked about Adaptive this entire time. That's how awesome it is. You have the internal version that's non-addictive, but really, really good for your central nervous system and your GABA and all your emotions. You have the roller that's already ready, diluted, ready for when you need it in your purse. You have the undiluted version for your diffuser at home. Like, it comes in a trifecta of amazingness, right? When we were at convention, my cousin had hip pain, right? Hip discomfort. And I was like, it's emotions. And she's like, no. She's like, it's because I'm this weight, and it's because of this, and I have to do this. I'm a massage therapist, all this stuff, right? We got Adaptive. It was actually been 3 years ago now, not last year. Anyway, we got Adaptive, and she rolled it on her hips when we got back to the motel room, and she's just like, her hip pain was gone instantly. And I was like, so how you feeling, sis? Right? So you guys, discomfort, disease, emotions are so connected. We can up level our emotions and up level our energy and tell ourselves we're going to be okay. Everything else in our body system will be like, oh, we're going to be okay. Oh, you ate some good food today. Oh, you use these products. Oh, I smelled this wild orange and I am ready to go. Oh, my feet hit the dirt. I went out and I hugged a tree. I drank more water, you guys. We need to drink half of our body weight in ounces of water every day. Add some lemon or wild orange or grapefruit to that too, by the way, right? It detoxifies your pancreas and liver. All of your organs will thank you when they don't have all the sludge in them. Okay. Yes, Pam.
You said about your vitamins that, and everybody says this, oh, they're all better than mine, or they're all better. Oh, no, everybody. And, everybody says the same stuff, but I think that you have to figure a way out to prove it. And then some people don't take vitamins because, like me, I'll take the vitamin, but if I have to take 3, it's not going to work. Let's like I could take one of this and one of that. Because some people are like me, difficult. And I admit I'm difficult.
I'm just difficult. I just like being difficult.
Yeah,
I agree. And you guys, before I started taking the vitamins, I couldn't swallow capsules. It was a thing. So I actually don't use cold water. If I use cold water, it's hard for me to swallow them, probably because of my thyroid. Anyway, side note, when we're at leadership, there was this big board. It was like, what kind of things would you like to see? Like, what would you, because we always can give ideas and you put it in, you use your rep number or whatever, and you give them ideas of things you want them to see. And there was so many people that put LLV shot.
LLV shot.
And I was like,
All
that
vitamins in one.
All vitamins in one, but it'd be like, you can see those like, apple cider vinegar, like in a bottle, you just take the top off and you down the hatch, right? First of all, oh my Lanta, I did that in Texas and I was like, anyway, but wouldn't that be amazing, right? For those people that can't swallow pills, right? Anyway, or struggle or nervous about it, that kind of thing. Now I can take all of them at the same time and it's no problem. But so like I have grown up since I started taking them. I feel like I've matured a little bit in the whole like taking them down the old hatch, but it is a thing. It is a thing. But seriously, first of all, you can get Tim in here and he can tell you his story of his health scare. Before he wasn't using doTERRA and he got really, really sick, went to the doctor. They couldn't figure out what's wrong with him. He actually did a video for me. It's very good. He did a great job. And they couldn't figure out what's wrong with him. And we got him signed up. We got him LLV and the oils. And he started taking LLV and slowly but surely he started gaining weight. You guys, he's 6'3" and he weighed 135 pounds. And they could not figure out what was wrong with him, right? And so he started taking LLV. He was using that every single day regularly and started gaining weight. He didn't go to work for 14 days. This man hasn't taken He took 2 days off when we got married. Okay. He works all the time. It drives him crazy to sit, right? And so he didn't work for 14 days. But when he went back to work after 14 days, he puts in acoustic ceilings. He couldn't even lift a whole carton of tile. He had to take them piece by piece inside. That's how much he did not have any muscle mass left. And so over 3 to 6 months, he started gaining that back. And he says that he's like, I can't tell you yes or no, but I can tell you it definitely
How much
helped
does he
me
weigh
out.
now?
He weighs like, I don't even know,
He had to gain 30 pounds at least.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Healthy. Like you could see I have pictures of him. I showed Amanda. Like you can see all of his sternum bones. You can see all the tendons in his hands. It was so bad. It was so scary.
Yeah.
And,
So
and you know, I can't speak for, well, yeah, I can speak for Tim, but I'm going to speak for Curtis. But Tim religiously takes his stuff. Like, he's like, these are my non-negotiables. Like, he is like that. Even here, he was like that. I said, Tim, if you had to choose, he's like, oh no, these are my non-negotiables. I can't tell you just one. Like, this is what I do every single day. And you guys, Curtis doesn't get on board with much. Nothing, honestly. But Shannon has been amazing on this journey of essential oils, and we have literally created rollers when he was sicker than a dog, and he swears by doTERRA now, swears by it. He's even been talking to people at work about it because it has helped him. Like,
that's awesome.
And Curtis, I wish I could like emphasize, he doesn't get excited about anything. Like, he is the 360 of me. Like, it's this. But no, he is going to work and talking essential oils now because it has helped him no matter what it is. His body, his headache, his this, his that. He's like, I rather do this than take all of that, like Tylenol and all that garbage.
That's what it is like. Like, if you can have, like, that's what my experience was, right? Mine was a pain. And I sat in that car and that girl put deep glue on my neck and the bones behind my head and my temples. And while we were talking, I used to get migraines. I'll cut this off. I used to get migraines all the time. Okay. And I had this migraine for like 3 months, and I was a single parent and I had to go to work anyway. And you just have to do the things. And it was so painful every day. And the doctor said I had a sinus infection. And I'm like, I do not have a sinus infection. Right. And so we did all this stuff, massage, chiropractor, because I believe in all of the self-care things to get all the stuff from your body. Right. Couldn't get rid of it. So this lady's like, come see me. We'll use deep blue. And in the conversation of the 2 minutes, because she doesn't talk as much as I do, the head discomfort was gone. And I was like, I don't even care how much. Sign me up, right? Like, I was like, sister, please, can I have the set, right? So I got that top left set. Before, it didn't come with a diffuser, so that was my second purchase, right? But I needed that deep blue. We needed breathe because my child has feelings of not being able to breathe sometimes, right? We needed to digest them because my other daughter has gut issues, right? Because she's my kid. So anyway, we needed 3 out of the 10, and it was cost effective for me to buy the whole entire set because that's just what it is. But if you can have somebody with that's what pain and emotions are like. Pain and emotions are my thing because it's instant relief. You can smell essential oil, it's instant relief. If you can help somebody lower their anxiety in a second without having to wait an hour, which one would you rather do? Wait an hour or have it done in 2 seconds, right? If you can relieve somebody's pain in about 35 seconds to a minute, or would you like to wait an hour and a half for that other medication to work? You're going to want it right now, right? And sometimes, yes, you're going to have to join them, but by gosh, the relief is going to be already working with those other products, right? I have a pain bomb that I create because people have significant pain because their emotional health is so depleted, right? You look back at their generational cycle of who their parents were and what they grew up like, you know why they have fibromyalgia. You know why there's this discomfort, right? And I worked in mental health and substance abuse clinic for 10 years. I was a crisis person. So I see what pain does to people and what they resort to in the end when they can't get relief. And so that is why my heart and soul is like, let's fix your emotions because your body will work better, right? The depression will raise, you'll feel better, the pain will dissipate, and you'll live a better life, longer, better life. So yeah.
Well, they also sell, I'm always yelling at Shannon because they also sell other things. And I,
do.
and I like that about the organizations, because everybody doesn't want to just start with oils. Maybe they want to try something else. And when I bought I 3 oil set, and then I got the shampoo and conditioner, because I like different shampoos and conditioner. And I got that blue stuff because of my back and stuff like that, which I really do like that stuff. You just got to put it on with a glove, because then, you know, you could kill yourself if you get it on your face or something, right?
You won't kill yourself, but yes, it's going to be spicy.
No, well, that's what I meant.
Hot
That's what I meant. I
cool.
gotta watch what I say, yeah, especially since it's being recorded. But no, it's strong, and you
It's
need
fine. I'm cutting off.
to penetrate into your muscle and help you. But they do sell a lot of other things, and I like that. I mean, even the diffusers and stuff like that. So and I like
So like, yeah, like in my house, like in my bathrooms, my kitchen sink, I didn't realize how much I wash my hands in the kitchen sink until I put a thing of soap there. It's crazy. But my bathrooms all have On Guard soap in them. My kitchen sink has an On Guard soap as a pump. It's just hand soap that has On Guard in it. So it fights bacteria, right? It has wild orange and clove and all those oils in it, right? It's really healthy, and it's good for your immunity at the same time. It smells like Christmas without unnatural perfumes, right? So there's a lot of different products you can get. There's bathroom stuff, there's hair care, there's consumables, right? The gut health, the vitamins, and then we even have a kids line, right? We have PB Assist for the kids, and we have PB Assist for us, because gut health is important for all ages. You guys, when we're 12, we no longer make digestive enzymes. Okay, we have all the digestive enzymes we have in our body for the rest of our life when we're 12. So we really have to support our system with digestive enzymes, so that our body, our gut, will take care of the rest of our body. So
this
it is
one,
imperative.
some of this stuff is good for people who are gluten-free, like you have to be gluten-free or have those type of issues. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So like we have digestive tabs. The digestive system I have utilized a lot with my discomfort with different foods. If I get gluten or I get dairy, I have instant discomfort, and so it's hard for me to eat out. But when I do, I use Terrazyme, and then the digestin and soft gels. If you or yourself suffer from any of that kind of stuff, or pain or bloating, heartburn, that kind of thing, the digestive tabs taste like black licorice. So if you don't like it, you might want to chew it up really fast, then take a drink of water. I personally like black licorice. They don't bother me. But it really, really quickly stops the pain in your stomach. So they're powerful.
Yeah.
What about things for your
Yes.
eyes, Janet? What about things for eye conditions?
Oh, that's a great idea.
So Immortelle has been known. Immortelle is actually the anti-aging blend. It's a game changer. If you guys, that's what Amanda asked me, like, what's one product that I should have in the oil? And I'm like, Immortelle. And Tim's like, On Guard and Copaiba soft gels. It's just, and turmeric. And I'm like, okay, she asked for one product, Tim. Anyway, so Immortelle has been known. I have a friend that it has like glaucoma, and she was losing like sight in one of her eyes, and she started using Immortelle around her eyes every single day, and it's actually improved. It stopped the progression of her glaucoma, and now her sight in that eye is improved. That is everyday use. I use Immortelle and rose my face every day, no matter what. So I put it around my eyes, and cause skin, we're in Nebraska, age spots, all the things, right? Wrinkles. I don't want to, anyway, so I protect my skin all the time, and I try to give it nourishment stuff. So that has been known for that. But if you have a specific thing, we can always look it up. We have different books, Nancy, that we can look up, like the Essential Life book. The Essential Life is an app on your phone as well. In the back office at doTERRA, you can look up, sometimes you can look up stuff like that. Symphony of Cells book is one thing that I use all the time. I really encourage all my team members to utilize Symphony of Cells, because there's 18 different protocols in that book that is going to support your system from everything. Whether you have a yeast infection or a cardiac issue, it's going to have a protocol to help you. There's even a forgiveness protocol. Okay. So there is a need for emotional wellness all throughout. You have somebody to forgive your entire life anyway. So there's different protocols for anything from seizures to, there's protocols for absolutely anything. Eyes and any other organ issue is on there too. But Immortelle is amazing. It has really hot oils like frankincense and Melissa, and those oils are going to really promote that. Helichrysum, All those oils are really, really good.
And
Okay.
you put that on your eye?
You put it around, do not get it in your eye. If you get it in your eye, you use coconut oil and just shove it in your eye and it dilutes it. You never want to mix oil and water, okay? Because it's just going to intensify the oil. Unless you're getting a symphony of cells, you're trying to up level your, like you put deep blue all over your back because you really want to get an intense, drive that in, take a hot shower for 5 minutes and get out, right? Or if you're doing a symphony of cells for infectious disease, like you're not feeling good, that's when you put a hot towel or a hot shower, right? But if you get oils in your eye or anywhere that's burning, you just dilute it with coconut oil. And if you don't have fractionated coconut oil, get some, but you might have olive oil or you might have avocado oil or you might have a different, so use it to dilute it, okay? Instantly it'll change, but I always have hard organic coconut oil in my house. Always. And I always have fractionated coconut oil in my house. So the hard organic coconut oil, we just shove that in our eye. Okay. If that would happen. Like one time, for instance, Tim had a sty in his eye and he had it surgically removed like 4 times. It's not really great fun. Costs a little bit of money every time. And we had been using lavender and it wasn't really lavender and tea tree. And so I'm like, we need to use helichrysum on it. And I got it in his eye and we used it on a Q-tip, but it's still like his eye watered and then it just instantly went in his eye. It burned. He may have used choice words at me for the 5 seconds it was in there. And then I went to my counter, got the coconut oil, and I shoved my finger in his eye and it diluted it. And the next day, it was gone. And he's like, you can put helichrysum in my eye any day. Second was fine. And so it has come back once or twice since it just came back not very long ago. And it's been like 3 or more years, 4 years.
No, but
It's
how
the
do you
same
get
eye.
one in your eye, Shannon, a sty?
It's like, first of all, sometimes it's stress induced. You get stress induced, but a lot of time what they said is something gets caught in his pores because he's in a ceiling all day long.
Okay.
His head's up in his ceiling and he gets like something in there and it doesn't work. It just works at itself. So yeah, it's crazy. So it's always in the top of his eye and he always gets it, but he used helichrysum last time and he got rid of it.
Women
Didn't even have
get
it
them.
in his eye.
A lot of women get it because of their makeup. That's
Yeah. Is it like red? I never even saw a sty.
Some of
I've
them.
only seen maybe 3 in my life, but they literally.
Oh, they're blown up, aren't they, or something like that? Is that what it
Mhm.
is? Yeah, the lid blows up.
It's basically like a ball of infection that just kind of comes out of their eye and it turns red and it itches like a son of it itches and hurts at the same time. It's like a boil on your eye. And so like tea bags really kind of pull it a little bit. And then, but helichrysum and lavender are amazing and a go-to for helping that. That's what we've used and it's gone away really good. I mean, I wouldn't just shove it in somebody's eye. It's not really the most pleasant thing, but I mean, it worked. So
Oh.
you guys are amazing. Thank you so much
This
for
was a
coming
really
and hanging
good,
out with me.
this was a good presentation.